good evening, everyone. My name is Oluyole Ibukolua Christabel, and you're tuned into Obidati TV. Currently, you're watching As Ide Hot, our daily evening program where we give you real-life updates on the political scene within Nigeria. I have with me today...
Hello, I'm Noble. You are welcome to Obidati TV.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot happening currently. It's like so much gist. But then at the same time, I don't know if I would say like some things that we're hearing are slightly concerning. But then before we even jump or hop into politics, how are you coping with the naira scarcity?
It's been a hell of a ride. It's been really tough. I never imagined that for once in my life, a day will come that this naira will be scarce. It's crazy.
It's like after working hard to get your money, you have to pay money to get your money. It's
pay money to spend money.
It can only be this administration. It can only be this. Not even just Nigeria, this administration, this party.
Do you know it's painful?
Yeah.
The fact that we were asked to actually deposit our cash at the banks. And now after depositing it, we can't now get it back. It's crazy.
God needs to help us. So this is Nigeria per usual. Even the good deeds are poorly managed, so the good becomes evil basically in the end. Okay, so we have some news and we're going to be projecting on the screen in a few. Here's some interesting updates on the political thing. I cannot wait to dig in. So Obi campaigns in Sokoto recounts first encounter with Sultan. The former governor made his first stop at the palace after arriving at the Sultan Abubakar III International Airport in company with his running mate Dati Baba Ahmed. Can we get more of this? The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, on Wednesday recounted his encounter with the Sultan. So, let's keep reading. At the Sultan at his palace in Sokoto State, Obi said he could attest to the religious leader's antecedents from his first meeting with the Sultan 40 years ago. According to the LP candidate, the encounter occurred when he was a student at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, while the Sultan was a young military officer serving in Enugu State. Wow. This is what we call history. And it's beautiful to see that they both ended up in like very good places in life. Generally, they're both great men, and
they've achieved a lot. They've come.
Yeah, they have.
From a very long way.
Yeah, they have. They've achieved a lot. It's nice to see that. There's this feel like when great people know each other. I mean, like 40 years ago. And today, Peter Obi is campaigning to literally save Nigeria from ruin, and he is well placed. That is the Sultan. Interesting. Besides, other than that, the campaign went exceptionally well. It was exceptional in Sokoto. Did you see the videos?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see the videos?
It's a really lovely thing. Peter Obi is actually going wide. While trying to cover everywhere in Nigeria to gain support.
Yeah.
It's really nice because we have there are a lot of geopolitical zones in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So you have to actually move around. You don't just stay one place. Nigeria is a very, very large nation. So you have to move and then gain support, let people see you, let people know this is what you're coming out for. So it's a really nice move.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. The support is overwhelming. You see, look at that. Look at that.
The crowd is glowing.
Just look at that. This is done entirely out of people's free will. This isn't a matter of, we've heard that some people are paying people to come to campaign.
He's loved.
He's loved and he's believed in, truly believed in. Like so many videos evidence the fact that people from all geopolitical zones believe in his vision, believe in what he's doing for Nigeria. Would you look at that? The passion is shocking. It's time for...
It's been a very long time. We saw Nigerians actually come out in mass like this to actually support a presidential candidate.
From their hearts.
Yeah. Not just coming out here to share money or to give you a bag of rice or something.
Yeah.
this is you actually coming out from the bottom of your heart to give this person support.
Yeah, because you believe.
So I call hope.
It's wonderful and it's encouraging. It's encouraging.
Really.
Wait there, like before this P2B election, have you ever in your entire life since they gave birth to you ever actively supported politics?
Yeah, I have. I've always been. I've always loved politics.
Oh, we have yet another video of people doing the most. This is literally what it means to do the most. Look at those banners flying, Okada men, people, everyday people. It's beautiful.
The rich, the poor.
Everybody's on
class.
this. Everybody's on this. Everybody's on this. I asked because, like, you know, there are a lot of people who have these allegations about people are not coming out, and what they don't know is that Nigerians are doing this as a first. This is the first time hunger is not inspiring support. You know, when you're hungry, I know they dash you small money, so you come out. Like me, every time I'm supporting the P2B Obidate campaign, I know that I'm doing this because I actually believe, you know, and I want to see actual change in my country. So it's really encouraging. So we have yet another news in our lineup. We have another update in our lineup. Sokoto man says he got death threat for supporting P2B. He said his wife too has been threatened. Wow, can we get more of this? Can we get more of this? This is an interesting take. Wow. A resident of Sokoto State, Nigeria's northwest, Jamilu Sufi, claims he has been receiving death threats for supporting the Labour Party presidential candidate P2B for the 2023 election. Mr. Sufi, a Muslim, disclosed this via a Twitter post on Sunday. The Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Obi, is a Christian from Anambra State, southeast Nigeria. He said the person threatening him has also contacted his wife and threatened to kill her too if she too refuses to withdraw his support for Mr. Obi. And Mr. Sufi said that he did not succumb to the blackmail and threats. He included a phone number which he said belongs to the man who is allegedly threatening him. Wow.
This is really bad because we are now in democracy, so things shouldn't be happening like that. You can even, it's very, very possible for you to still oppose the current administration.
Of course.
It's a free will. This is not a military regime. So and it's really appalling seeing and it's very obvious it's from the opposition camp. Of course
it's these people have a culture of thuggery and bullying. So when they can't get what they want the way that they want it, the next thing they descend into their go-to method, which is bullying and thuggery, just attacking someone for believing in something. And to think it's a fellow Nigerian that is doing this to his brother for whatever reason. The P2B campaign has not alienated Christians, Muslims, whoever you are. We are all in this together. It's for a greater country. I will never understand people. So let's have something else, which maybe this time around you can give us an update on it.
Alright, Akwa Ibom government demands apology from Tinubu for insulting, making immature comments about Governor Emmanuel and indigents. Wow. Okay, let's see more of this. Alright, the state government, in a statement issued on Wednesday by the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Ini Ememobong, berated the former Lagos State Governor for calling Governor Udom Emmanuel a boy and hurling what he described as unwarranted, uncharitable, and anachronistic on the people of the state without provocation.
Wait a minute. Before you keep reading, let's still have this on the screen, but before you keep reading, seriously, let's look at the words. Calling the Governor Udom Emmanuel a boy. A boy.
This is bad.
Isn't this the height of arrogance and audacity? A boy.
Today I had some friends discussing, and then they made mention of our politicians being petty.
Wow, so
now, this is what we call pettiness.
This is bad. Really, you keep reading.
Really bad. Alright, let's see.
Okay, I just don't know. I don't know. I'm still a bit in shock. Like, I feel like that has been what the APC campaign has been about. Go to a state, insult the current president, who he claimed to have put in power, insult the other presidential candidates, probably insult some of the governors on seat.
Very mature attitude.
Accuse Peter Obi of betraying Nigeria because Peter Obi denied Jesus in the Bible. Very logical. How does it make Peter and Peter Obi? He said, if you deny Jesus, he will deny you too. Wow, this is too much. This is way too much. That's the country we live in.
Playing politics is one thing, and then coming out openly to slander a person. These are two different things. You can actually play your politics without hurling insults at the opposition. I
feel like that's the lowest you can go in whatever you do. It's really, you don't. Does it get any lower than that? Does it get any lower? I doubt that it gets any lower than that, the way it's going. So let's get back to your news. Let's see what is going on about the things that the APC presidential candidate said at Akwa Ibom. Can you have that projected, please? Okay, so.
All right. The Akwa Ibom state government has vowed to take seriously the threats made by the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to send reptiles to invade the governor's lodge, in the state, and eventually seize the property. To send reptiles.
Reptiles, okay.
Wonderful. So let's continue. The state government, in a statement issued on Wednesday by the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Ini Ememobong, berated the former Lagos State Governor for calling Governor Udom Emmanuel a boy and hurling what is described as unwarranted, like we said, uncharitable and anachronistic on the people of the state without provocation.
The state
so much English here. This is to show how bad.
In fact, it goes on to say the state government asked Tinubu to tender a public apology to the state governor and the people of the state. It is said that the APC candidate should rather concern himself with answering questions about his nebulous history and amorphous manifestos, as the matter of Nigeria's presidency is a very serious business that must be treated with seriousness and intellectual depth. Ooh, that was shade, though.
Really?
That was shade. I mean, it's true. He should concern himself with giving us with clearing up the shady bits of his history, and then giving us something more, giving the people who actually care, let me put it that way, a manifesto that is actually admissible or actionable.
As opposed to campaign.
Of course.
Treat the problem in question and not attacking an individual.
Like, nothing he has said here in the awards has any real intellectual depth. It's really just defamation, insults, and more defamation followed by more insults.
To shooting himself in the foot.
That's what he's doing. If there's anything he's doing in a bid to put down others, he has proven that
he's putting himself down.
That is he really worth following?
It's obvious it's not.
This brings us to thinking. So I have one more gist. Okay, Tinubu has nothing to offer Nigerians, Governor Emmanuel declares. Gang. I mean, didn't we know this before? Gang. But this is something that we know now. This is something that we don't know.
It's a known fact. He has nothing to offer. And then what is surprising is when you come out in public to lay an allegation against someone, it's only right the person equally comes out to clear the air.
Of course.
So him actually making this statement that Governor Udom actually coming out to say Tinubu has nothing to offer Nigerians. We haven't still seen Tinubu come out to say, okay, this is what I want to do.
No, he has nothing.
These are changes I'm willing to make.
He has nothing.
He's all about hurling insults at this person, making fun of himself.
Anyway, I feel like this is where we will tie it up for the night, because as let's just go on like a short break and be back. We need to, because this kind of news, we need to actually process it for a bit.
Digest it.
We need to digest it and then come back. Okay, we'll see you in the break. Stay tuned.
To be Labour Party, Labour Party, to be Labour Party, to be Labour Party, LP, can you get a vote? To be Labour Party, Labour Party, LP, can you get a vote? To be Labour Party, Labour Party, never say, Mama, Papa, no, to be Labour Party, Mama, Papa, no, never say, Mama, Papa, no, to be Labour Party, Mama, Papa, no, to be Labour Party.
Yeah, you bring up another news now.
Mr. Peter Obi's administration built from scratch Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University Teaching Hospital with 25 building structures. His government funded transformation of massive infrastructural development, accreditation of 12 health institutions and 2 hospitals, and also built 10 maternal and childcare centers across the state. He is the first governor to purchase medical equipment worth over 135 million naira and 50 ambulances for the health sector in Anambra State, which remain functional till today. He built and equipped Dr. Jonwilo Heart Center in St. Joseph Hospital, Adazi-Nnukwu, where heart operations are performed. Anambra State is the first state in Nigeria.
Alright, you're welcome back from the break. Now we'll be talking about Peter Obi in Zamfara. Now let's take a look at the trending news concerning his visit to Zamfara. Now this was Peter Obi in Zamfara, and then we can see the masses, a whole lot of persons who came out to see him. Actually clamoring.
Seasons. Look at where that guy is standing. Did you see how he climbed? I like extra people that are extra. He's so extra. Wow, the crowd is well true. This is like people coming out en masse to just show that they believe.
It's really been a long time we had a presidential candidate, a presidential flag bearer who is actually being accepted by every person. Yeah, and this has gone beyond tribalism now. It's now a national issue.
Yeah.
It's either you go for someone who wants to work, or then you don't vote at all.
That's how it's going to be this season. It depends on. I feel like people will be voting this during this election based on what they want to see.
Yeah.
If you want to see your life better, if you want to see a better Nigeria, if you want your children to have better chances at education, living, if you want the cost of living to be minimized, you will vote right. You will vote for Peter Obi. But if you probably don't care and you feel like the president of your country should be decided by the propaganda or the gist that he built one state. So given with the kingpin history, the thuggery, the drug trafficking allegations, and all those other messy details that we are sweeping over, if you decide that the Emilokon, because it's his turn, is reason enough for you to vote because somebody believes it's his turn, then
you see, people are feeling the truth now.
Yes, people do. People do.
I was speaking with some of my friends sometime last week, and then we were just discussing, and then we just told ourselves that if we end up making a mistake and then allowing the wrong person to come in, we have to wait for the next 8 years. And 8 years from now,
it's a lot of time, and it's time I don't have
like 2 kids by then. it's a whole lot of time, and I'm not ready to waste that.
Funny enough, my mind has not gone there, but
you should really think about it.
Oh my goodness, that's scary.
News here. Ekwunife makes a U-turn, dumps article for Obi. Wow. Okay. I call this a miracle.
That's what has been happening now. You know, when everybody's eye opens, they begin to go from
the light.
When your eye opens and you just know somebody is winning, you know people are with him, so you swap to the winning team. Maybe yourself no carry loss. I will carry last.
Move to the winning team.
You have to move.
Let's see more on that.
You have to move.
Alright. Now, Dr. Uche Ekwunife, the senator representing Anambra Central Senatorial District, has shocked Nigerians following her sudden switch of support for the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, to that of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. Lovely. Now, Ekwunife, a member of PDP.
Yeah.
Now supporting Mr. Peter Obi. This is it's very glaring now.
We've actually been seeing this throughout this election period, like a lot of defaulting. And much as that is a staple in Nigerian politicking, I feel like it's happening for a completely different reason this time around.
Scalping has always been one of the
highlights. Of course, it's normal, but then this is happening, in my opinion, for a completely different reason. I feel like people actually are doing this because they see that Labour Party has something to actually offer this time around. Okay. So we'd like to say a very, very big thank you to people who have continuously stayed tuned with like the updates on the Peter Obi campaign. You're just knowing what's happening. Oh, she actually has something to say. She said, "Vote for me in PDP in the presidential election. We all know where we are going to vote. We are politicians. We know the game very well. It's on our fingertips. Peter Obi is our son and my mentor." This is deep. We can't work against him, but I'm asking you to vote for me in PDP. At the presidential level, we all know who is our preferred candidate. That one is not in dispute. It's settled. She spoke in Igbo.
Very, very blunt statement.
Okay.
Very, very blunt.
She's like, she's a woman that knows what she wants. She's a woman that knows what she wants and what she's and good for her.
Vote for me in PDP, but you know whom to vote for the presidential election.
That was bold though. That was audacious. So I don't okay.
Being in a party and then campaigning for someone in another party.
Isn't it similar to what Buhari said when he was interviewed recently in a video? We even projected that on one of these days that Nigerians, he would encourage Nigerians to vote for whoever they want from whichever the party they would like. And this was said in the heat of the allegations that Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the current president Buhari were having some clashes. So for me, I feel like they've told you what you need to know. It's up to you at this point.
It's a normal statement. You see, whenever people come out to say, okay, vote wisely.
Yeah.
You see the All Progressive Congress and then the PDP. You see them getting rattled.
Like that.
It's a normal statement.
Shouldn't we be told that?
Vote wisely. So if you feel if you feel attacked, it means there's a problem.
It's true.
There's a problem.
It's true. Why should it hurt if you're the wise choice? Anyway, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on today's program. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thanks for sharing with us. But then I'd like to say, if you have anything you'd like to say to us, if there's any gist you'd like to share, if you have comments, if you'd like to say you're enjoying the show, whatever it is, we want to hear from you. We want to hear your feedback. How are we going this election period? Have you gotten your PVC? Wait, have you gotten your PVC? Of course you have.
Yes, I have.
So everybody is ready to vote and everything. Thank you so much for staying tuned. My name is Oluyole Ibukolua Christabel, and
I am Noble.
So see you same time tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.